Hi, this is EJ Melvin. I'm back again. We are experiencing technical difficulty as we get ready to upload our material, but guess what? We're going to go right back into it. And whatever clip that we have, we'll edit it, the one from last time, and then we're going to keep moving. But right now, we're talking about how to make power moves, what you can do after you've broken the cycles of procrastination, after you understand what causes it and how you respond to the causes that come into your life on a daily basis whenever you're trying to get something done. Number one, now we're talking about making power moves is to get clarity. Let your mind just start creating. Sometimes we are too limited, and that's what causes us not to be able to make the power moves we need to make. We're trying to keep everything in a box. We're trying to color within the lines. So I want you to take this opportunity to free yourself from the coloring lines. I remember when we were going to school, when we first went to school, our mother had already taught us how to color, and we already knew that we had to stay within the lines, stay within the lines. And so when I got to first grade, I was a great colorer. I mean, I knew how to stay within the lines. I knew how to not, make any kind of mess on my coloring page. And teachers were astounded and they wanted to know where I went to kindergarten. And of course, being brought up in rural North Carolina, I didn't go to kindergarten. I didn't go to Head Start. My mother took the time to show me how to color. And so we are trained and programmed to stay within the lines. But now that you've reached adulthood or you are a young person, it's time to understand that you don't have to stay within the lines. You don't have to color within the lines because you can be creative. You can create something outside the lines. You can add to, you can be inspirational with whatever it is that you're coloring. And we're talking about your dream today. Your dream is inspirational. Your dream is creational. You don't have to go into a box in any way. You're going to step outside the box and simply write down every single thing that comes to your mind when it comes to getting this project done, whatever your dream or your vision is. So get your notebook. This is assignment number one. Get you a fresh notebook. I know you've probably got hundreds of notebooks. You've got pages and pages of stuff that you have loosely thrown to the side because when an idea comes, you jot it down and then you don't know where it is later. I'm talking about myself. So get a notebook that you are dedicated to dreaming. And in that book, you're going to write the vision and make it plain. I do want to say to you this, though. Don't be so concerned about getting it perfect or writing it down correctly or making sure that it's in order. I just want you to get to a quiet place with a clean page and an ink pen or several ink pens to make sure that you don't have to get up and just let the thoughts flow. Whatever is coming to you when you think about this dream or the vision that is in your heart, in your mind's eye, and just write and write and write and write. Even if a thought comes up that has absolutely nothing to do with your dream or your project, just let your pen flow. Don't analyze, don't criticize, don't scratch it out. If you make a mistake, just keep going. If you misspell a word, don't write it over. Just stay in the flow. And after you have just absolutely emptied yourself on the paper, then come back and we'll go over that with you. We'll come back and we'll see what things go together. We'll come back and we'll look at why that distractive thought popped up. And when we learn why it popped up, we can deal with that situation so that you have absolute clarity on what it is you want, what it's going to take to get it done, and what the next step is. That is so powerful because that is one of the things that stops us from getting started is when we don't know what the next step is. So in order to get to the next step, we're going to have to go to this step. And that is what? Clarity. Write your vision down and make it plain. Write down every single detail. The more detailed you are, the easier it will be to accomplish your particular vision. Don't leave anything out. Don't say that doesn't fit. That doesn't go in there. Nobody's ever done that before. Hey, you are a creative, and what's going to begin happening? The dream that is on the inside of you has come with all of the accessories and parts that it needs, and you just need to be able to get with what's already in there. And the way to do that is through writing it down. Write it down, and then we're going to help you. If you want help in putting those things together, if you want help in analyzing, if you want help in organizing those particular thoughts and how they fit together, then we're going to be here to help you in your time of need. That's number one. The second thing you're going to need in order to fulfill your dream, your vision, and complete your project is consistency. Do you notice how most of these begin with the letter C? I love that. I love letters. I love the alphabet. I love words. But we're talking about consistency. We're talking about absolutely, I heard another person call it constancy. But really what it is repeating the actions on a daily basis that are going to get you to your prescribed destination. Here we are. Everyone has a routine that you go through every morning, every day of your life. Whether you are in a career, whether you have a job or no job, you usually do the same thing over and over and over again. I believe that it is Mike Murdock that says it this way. He's a very powerful teacher on wisdom. His whole platform is wisdom and principles and the practical application of principles in the Bible. And here he says to us, your success or the lack of it is determined by something you are doing every day or something that you're not doing. So what is it that you're not doing that you should be doing on a daily basis? So you're going to set a schedule. You're going to create a schedule, and we're going to help you with that if you need help. Once you get clarity on what it is that you want and you need help, well, guess what? We're here to show you how to be consistently making the power moves every single day that are going to get you to your destination. Now, the problem sometimes comes in when I say power moves, that conjures up something really big in your mind and you think, oh, this is overwhelming already. No, we're going to take baby steps. Remember, we talked about how a baby learns how to walk. He or she learns to master the art of balance. And so you first are going to master the art of balance. And that is going to be by looking at your vision clearly and defining what the next step is. And then defining what the next step is. And we're going to teach you how to do a step board. I know some people call what they do is a vision board, and you write down all the things you want out of life, every area of life, what you want. That's a vision board, and that's wonderful. You should have a vision board. If you don't know how to do a vision board, then absolutely let me help you put together a vision board. What I'm talking about today is something brand new, and I haven't heard anybody call it this, and so I know that it is something that's uniquely a part of Success in Life Training Institute, and that is we're going to help you do a step board. And what that means is we are going to define each step for you so that you will never again have to not know what the next step is. We'll also help you to determine how to determine what the next step is. Ooh, that's so exciting. So you're not always going to be dependent on us, like people are in counseling for years. The therapist says it's going to take years and years. This is not going to take you years. You can be well on the way to your new and improved self and making power new moves and achieving your dream within the next 12 weeks. That's all it's going to take, the next 12 weeks. And so if you stay with us to the end of this course, you'll find that we have already a 12-week course plotted out for you, and we are willing to help you get to your next level. Step number 3 is to be confident. Have confidence or take courage. Now, where does courage come from? Courage comes from the depths of your soul. And one way to increase courage is to do it afraid. I believe that it is Rosa Parks who says to us, when one does the thing that is feared, fear diminishes. So that's what we're going to say. We're going to define, what are your fears? What is the thing you are most fearful to do? And I don't mean crazy stuff like bungee jumping or things like that, unless that's your desire. To me, that's crazy. But I'm talking about stepping into your greatness, stepping into your power, stepping into your purpose. And when you think about doing this great and mighty thing, you get butterflies and flutters in your belly and your palms start sweating. And you think, oh, I'm so scared. I'm so nervous. And I want to tell you, first of all, that's not nervousness. That's excitement. But we're trained, programmed to be negative about everything that we feel. And so that's the least bit not calm, we think that it's nervousness. I want to say, change your own mindset. Change your own programming. And instead of telling yourself, I'm nervous, tell yourself, I'm excited. So this is another part. Assignment number 2 is when you are in a position where you feel nervous. You think you're feeling nervous and you're sweating and your voice is trembling. You may be shaking a little bit. Maybe you're going in for a job interview. Maybe you're starting a new business. You're going to say, I am so excited. I get to go on this interview. I am so excited. I get to go before the president of the company. I am so excited. I get to start my new business. And take that quote unquote nervous activity on the inside of you and flip the script and declare your excitement. Declare your excitement. Declare your excitement. If you say you're excited, guess what? You'll be excited. You won't be nervous. You'll be excited. So that's what we want you to do. And build your courage by absolutely stepping into the thing that you fear. Courage doesn't come from thinking about getting up and doing it. Courage comes from doing the thing that you fear to do. And what we have discovered is many times when we step into the thing, it's not as bad as we thought. It's like going on a roller coaster. I hate roller coasters. I don't like the feeling of that drop where your stomach just drops and it feels like all of the contents are going to pop out of your mouth. But some people thrive on that. But guess what? I've been on the roller coaster more than one time, even though I don't like it, because I want to conquer my fear. I want to show myself that there's nothing to be afraid of. There's an element of danger in getting on a roller coaster, but we've got to live life unafraid. The first thing we talked about, the major cause of procrastination is fear. So let's conquer your fear by stepping in to the thing that you fear. Be courageous. Courage is lying dormant down on the inside of you, waiting for you to shake it and wake it up. That's what heroes are made of. There's a hero in each of us. There's a hero in you to fulfill your particular assignment in the earth. There's a hero in you, and it's going to take that hero. So guess what? You're already equipped. You're brave enough. You're strong enough. You're smart enough. So let's get up off of the couch and step into our fear. You will find that it's really not as bad as it seems, because we define fear just like most of you do with the Enneagram. False, number 1, false, not true. Evidence appearing, it just seems it's a mirage, real. False evidence appearing real. Maybe you need to make you an anagram. Scroll it out, or maybe you go down to the local craft store or some store, the dollar store even has those little memes that you can hang on the wall, and I'm sure they got one on fear. If not, the internet certainly does, and you can print it out and keep it in front of you at all times. False evidence appearing real. It's not real, and you don't have to worry about it. So step into it. Conquer your fear and face your fear bravely. There is a hero or a shero in you. And the next thing we want to talk about, step 4, is commitment. This is the one where we often mess up, and we start bravely and we get halfway through and it gets hard and we quit. I want to tell you a little secret about quitting. And I found this out from studying and researching. A neurologist taught us that when you quit anything, you start a project and you quit in the middle of it, your brain forms neurological pathways to quitting. Did you know that? Your brain forms neurological pathways to quitting. So sometimes this is why you have a whole line of unfinished projects behind you. If you take a look back over your shoulder, you have a whole stream of unfinished projects because your brain is sabotaging your success. So you got to take control and create new pathways, which is something that you absolutely can do. So when you get to that place, it's like there is an emotional charge that happens when you're about to quit. There's a place that you come to where you decide you're going to settle, and your brain picks up on that and says, you know what? I know what to do next. You don't have to worry about this. I know what to do next. And it says, bloop, abort mission, abort mission. And so this is what we want to learn how to do when we feel the urge to quit and we recognize that we're saying, I give up. This is nonsense. This is not working. Listen to those words and count backwards from what? 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that felt so good, even right there. Take a deep breath and then walk away even for a moment, but don't you dare go to the refrigerator and start surveying the contents as if you don't know what's already in there. Put on some happy music. Put on Pharaoh's happy song or sing the one you learned from childhood. If you're happy and you know it, notify your face. Do something to shake yourself out of that pattern and form a new pattern. Your brain is really willing to work with you. So go ahead and shake yourself out of that pattern. Our topic is commitment. And one of the things that I love to hear or talk about when I talk about commitment is the story of the chicken and the pig, who said they lived on the farm with Farmer Brown. And one morning the hen woke up and said to the pig, Farmer Brown is so good to us. He is always taking care of us. He is making sure that we get something to eat on a daily basis. He makes sure that our area where we live is nice. Let's do something wonderful for Farmer Brown. How about we make him breakfast today instead? I'll supply the eggs. You supply the bacon. We can make him a bacon and egg breakfast. She was really excited about that thing. But this is what the pig had to say to her. For you, it's a sacrifice. But for me, it's total commitment. What the pig was trying to get her to see, it's not the same. Commitment is not the same for everybody. Some people sacrifice things and they think, oh, I made a great big sacrifice. Yeah, you sacrifice. Let's say you're starting a business. You sacrifice time, you sacrifice money, you take a risk on your investment. But then when the rubber meets the road and things get really hard, you're not really committed. Because the chicken wasn't saying, let's give him chicken and dumplings. She was willing to do the very bare minimum, which was pop out an egg. But she wanted the pig to give his all. So total commitment is meaning to you and me today. We have to give our all. We can't hold back anything. Can you imagine what your life would look like if you picked one project, one dream, one vision that you have on the inside of you, and instead of running around and trying to make excuses and trying to avoid being hurt, trying to avoid making a mistake, trying to avoid failing, if you threw your whole self into completing this one project, whatever it took, within reason, that is legal and moral and ethical, what do you imagine could happen if you would just take this one thing and, like the pig, be totally committed to it? I think about marriage when I think about the word commitment. And in our society today, I know nationally, 50% of every marriage commitment is broken. That means 50% of the people who stand before the magistrate, whether it be in a church or in a justice of the peace office, they make a vow of commitment. And they say, until death do us part. But then when things get rough, when the bills are high and the hopes are low, they do that this is not working. We're incompatible. Or when someone is being inconsiderate or taking the other one for granted instead of talking it out and trying to work it out, we simply go back to the same magistrate or one just like that one and say, this isn't working and we want a divorce. 50% of the time. That's pretty high level of non-committal. So when you go into your project, when you go into your vision, when you begin to go after your dream, sell yourself on it, that you will be and remain totally committed to it until the end. I like to say with network marketing, especially because I am a network marketer as well, that we see people come in excited in the beginning. They hear the comp plan, they hear all that can be achieved, they hear that they can do it, which absolutely they can. But then it gets a little rough along the way because network marketing has a huge learning curve, and within 90 days, they're gone. When you come into network marketing, you should commit at least 2 to 5 years to building a business that you can call a business. 2 to 5 years, and after 90 days, you quit. Some people come in 30 days, they're gone. They're out. They've forgotten why they started. One of the main things we tell people when we come into network marketing is the first thing you want to do is settle why. Why you're doing this. Think it out, think it through, be sure. And it has to be something bigger than because I want the money. Because that's never a motivator. It's not enough of a motivator to keep you in something that's going to stretch you and pull you and turn you inside out and make you dig down and grab your courage. So number 4 thing you're going to do, if you're going to fulfill your vision, if you're going to fulfill your dream, if you're going to complete your project, you have to be committed to it. Look again at Benjamin Franklin. 10,000 failures at making the light bulb, which lighting the room today. 10,000. And he kept trying until the light bulb came on and stayed on. And aren't we glad that he did? Somebody out there is waiting for you to stay committed enough to see your project through, because lives are depending on it. Lives, communities, nations may be impacted by it. I want to just share this with you before we close. I am a teacher, and I was meditating on that the other day. I am a teacher. I shape the minds of humanity, and I change nations with a single revelation. I never thought about teaching like that before, because I didn't get a teaching degree certification from another school that said you have to go this many hours within the books, you have to do this many tests. At this stage in my life, I have been tested, tried and true. I've gone through the fire, and just on experience alone, I could teach you things that would curl your hair. So from the time I was a child, I loved teaching. And it didn't matter what it was. I could teach children their numbers, their colors. I could teach kids how to read, teach them how to do their hair, teach them how to button their clothes. I was just excited about teaching. And every time I get an opportunity to teach, I teach, whether there's money in it or not. I love to teach. I'm passionate about teaching. And today, hopefully, the fact that I love to teach is going to help you learn how to overcome procrastination, which is stealing your destiny. It is killing your dream. And so hopefully you've heard today the 4 steps to making power moves and walking in your purpose and dream. Number 1 is clarity. Write the vision and make it plain. Number 2, consistency. Create a schedule and stick to it. Just like you get up every morning and take your shower, brush your teeth, comb your hair, get dressed. There's a rhythm to it. So you're going to create a rhythm for yourself so that you can absolutely remain consistent. You're going to abort distractions instead of allowing a distraction to abort your mission. Number 3, you're going to be confident. Be confident that everything you need is already on the inside of you. And what you can't discover on your own, you ask for help. And that's why we're here. We're here to help you to find your confidence and to help you step into your fears and find out that fear is false evidence appearing real. It's an illusion. It's a mirage, and it's not real. And then finally, commitment. To be the pig and not the chicken in this farmer's breakfast. Don't just make a sacrifice. Make a commitment to stick with it until it's at its finished stage. Be like Benjamin Franklin. If it takes you 10,000 tries, keep on trying until you succeed. I don't know who said it, but I'm going to say it again today. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Because whatever your mind can conceive, you can achieve. You just have to learn how. So we have implemented. We have given you the 4 steps to making power moves. We have discovered how to break the habit or the cycle of procrastination. And now we want to move on. What's your next move? I say your next move is to get some coaching. Next Level Coaching Program is beginning December the 1st. And we want to give you the opportunity to be a part of our Next Level Coaching session. In that coaching program, it's a 12-week program where we are helping you to define your purpose, embrace your passion, and maximize your potential. Everything that you desire to do can be done. It is all possible, and we are here to help you. We're going to have different modules inside the School of Institute, the Success in Life Online Institute. We'll have a 12-week session. We'll also have a weekly coaching session And finally, for those of you who sign up, we're going to also give you 1 hour of personal coaching per month. This is a $1,500 value in just coaching services alone. But we're going to do that for you because truly my passion is to help you fulfill your potential, to help you see your dream through, to help you get to where you want to be, to help you get up off the couch. But guess what? It's not going to be $1,500. We're doing this because we want to see you prosper. It's $497. You can click the link that we're going to put into the next module, and you can go there and absolutely go ahead and sign up for the upcoming 12-week program, Next Level Coaching Program. If you want to get to the next level, if you're serious about living your dream, if you're serious about discovering your purpose, if you're serious about actually making an impact in your world and becoming your best self, then you want to go ahead and become a part of Next Level Coaching for this next season. We're going to see you over there in just a few moments. And once you sign up, we're also going to include you in our Facebook community where we set up a group exclusively for those of us who are part of this next 12-week coaching program. And there you will be able to come in on a daily basis. I will be there daily to answer any questions. Plus, you'll have other people within the group who will be able to assist you or maybe just encourage you and say, you know what, don't give up. Count backwards from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and step into your fear. I'm telling you, it's exciting when a group get together and have the same mindset, have the same focus, and that focus is fulfilling your dream, getting the job done, and staying committed, and asking for help when it's needed. So this is EJ Melvin. I am your life coach. I am a motivational speaker. I am a teacher, and I shape the minds of humanity, and I help people step into their greatest dream. I help them break the yoke of fear. I help them succeed in life. One of the models for the Success in Life Online Training Institute is we bring success to life. And that's what we want to do for you. So we're excited about the Next Level Coaching Program starting December 1st. Go over, you should see it on our wall here in the Institute, and go ahead and get signed up so that we can get prepared for you and helping you reach your next level. I want to thank you once again for being here with us. I hope you got some value out of this. I hope you got some nuggets that can help you to overcome procrastination. Get your buns up off of the couch and get into your jiggy dance. Turn on some good music, even right now after we're done here. Find that blank tablet and make it a dream journal. Don't just journal stuff just to be journaling. Put a great big dream on the outside of it and then start writing in that journal the things that you wish to accomplish. I'm telling you, it's the next step. We love you. God bless you. And we'll see you in the next coaching program.